contributed to science, I hope people will appreciate. When we come back, all right, cancel culture, gone too far, even for AOC? She agrees with me? Adam Carolla weighs in next. All right, tonight, Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez is coming to the defense of Whoopi Goldberg, suggesting that a suspension seems unnecessary. She agrees with me. Take a look for yourself.
So, the last I read, Jonathan Greenblatt, who's the head of the Anti-Defamation League, which is a champion in the fight against anti-Semitism across the country, he accepted her apology. And I think we really kind of take the Jewish community's lead on this, and they seem to, see that her apology was authentic and want to move on.
If you want to move on, that's a good first step. The next step, Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez can also apologize for calling for the boycott of Goya Foods when their CEO offered praise for former President Trump. He disagrees with you. That's allowed in America. That's free thought and opinion and liberty. Now, new photos from the Daily Mail show Whoopi Goldberg in New York City wearing a jacket, the word innocent on the back. I'm sure somebody's going to try and read something into somewhere there. Anyway, here with reaction, author of the new book, Everything Reminds Me of Something, comedian Adam Carolla. Do you know Whoopi?
I've met her a couple of times.
I've met her. Now, and by the way, very nice woman at the times I've met her. When you meet her, she's like peace, love, happiness, very laissez-faire. Do you think that what she said, she talked about the evil of the Holocaust, do you think the comment about it not dealing with race, do you believe that it was her misspeaking, or maybe doesn't really know about or understand Nazism and the master race, etc.?
Whatever's in her heart is in her heart, but she's allowed to speak her mind into a microphone because that's the job we gave her. Keep in mind, all these people have a job. Their job is to give their opinions every single day, all day. You have that job. I have that job. There's no way you're going to be able to talk as much as we talk and she talks and not screw up on occasion. Show her a little grace and keep moving forward. I do want to say, obviously, it's hypocritical with AOC because she didn't care about Roseanne getting canceled or Sharon Osbourne or Chris Harrison from The Bachelor or any of that. It's just when somebody from her side of the aisle gets slapped on the hand, then she wants to show some grace.
I think that's a great point, and I may be considering a lot of the cases are from the same company. Maybe they need to revisit some of those decisions and say, okay, we need one standard, and it's got to be consistent for everybody, and maybe people that we've fired in the past. You're also a comedian. I love comedians. I'm friends with Larry the Cable Guy, Jeff Foxworthy, but I think I love watching comedians like Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock probably the most. Chris Rock will say any darn thing that he wants, and you know what? He's funny as hell. And I wish every comedian would be as free as he is on that stage. But it's not the case, is it?
No, but it could be the case if everyone just let people who talk for a living... Well, if people talk for a living, let them talk and stop apologizing and stop backing down. And here's a quick thought experiment. If AOC was fat and in her 60s, would anyone listen to another thing she ever said?
Oh, boy. You're going to step in that one. What exactly do you mean by that? Do you mean, is it because she's young and what?
Yes, she's young, she's vibrant, she's beautiful, and everyone's always putting a camera and a mic in her face. But her opinions are idiotic 95% of the time. And I don't think if she was a middle-aged, heavy-set woman, anyone would care what she had to say.
I'm not so sure I agree. Now, I will say this. You can criticize her ideas, and I do. I think the Green New Deal is madness and insanity, but she's got the whole Democratic Party following her. In my opinion, she's way more powerful than Speaker Pelosi. And if she and the squad decide Speaker Pelosi's out, I think she could probably be Speaker. If she challenges Chuck Schumer in New York, I think she has a good shot of beating him. Maybe I'm wrong.
I agree with you. I'm just saying if she was fat and old, I don't think TMZ would be chasing her around with a camera.
I didn't think we're allowed to say the word fat anymore. Is that shaming, body shaming, et cetera, et cetera? What do you call that?
Zoftic.
Okay. Adam Carolla, thank you for being with us. When we come back, wait till you hear what Biden said today about segregation.